hit record, so hopefully they can hear me.
Yep, I'm front and center.
That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Notice I strategically positioned myself mostly out of the frame, so. What time is it? Yeah, we're 7 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order, and just for clarification, everyone here is aware that we are recording the meeting, correct?
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay. And because we have some different things to do, I'm supposed to open 3 different meetings. The first one is a capital improvement meeting. I'm gonna give you some paperwork. This was put together, it's a nice little shortcut sheet that the Indiana Township Association put together. Pass these down, let you guys just take one. Kind of describes the bills that were passed in the State House in May. With Senate Bill 1 and also the House Bill 1461. There's lots of things to these bills, and yeah, one of the biggest things is the requirement for a capital improvement plan, which I'm going to get here in a second, and also what they decided was that at the end of the year, oh, it's the big doors one, I think. Might as well leave that open so we can come and go.
Hey, Jean, that smaller door will open too, okay? What is it?
Just get to this.
Being over here, buddy.
On the second page is where you'll see the mandatory transfer requirement, 30% of our amount in unrestricted funds, so that's our general fund and rainy day fund. They will mandate that we transfer it to a new fund called Townships Road and Infrastructure. Now, anything we can do about that, that's what the state law now says, so I'm gonna have people here for you to sign off saying, yes, we will create that fund, which we have to because it's required. And,
So that's gonna go to the county, actually.
that's the thing, and they pass these laws and getting information and clarification about this stuff, so what we understand is basically, we create a fund for it, and we keep it, it can't be used anything but for roads, if the county comes and asks for it. We can even say no, but it can only be used for roads. I live on a gravel road, attached to a gravel road, so my hope of road improvement is next to nil. I mean, you live county road, gravel roads, and you come this way.
I didn't go the gravel road this time. I went to Burroughs before I came here, so.
But, yeah,
The direct route from my house to here is gravel road.
yes, yeah. And that's what it is, so. But to correlate that, we will create, or I created a capital improvement plan. It's been an interesting thing.
I'm sure you had a bunch of guidance for that.
You are exactly right. August 19th, they finally got us a template and said, you have to approve this by September 30th. And it's like,
Okay.
yeah. And it's as you'll see, multi-page document with formulas where they create the various things. The front page is just a summary of how much money we need to transfer, which because of the expenses that I put in later, we don't have to transfer $1 from the rainy day fund. But,
So this is the amount we are transferring?
$1.
Oh.
Yeah, $1, no. If that was a positive number, we'd be transferring that amount, but because we have enough expenses that we have on page 4, we don't have to transfer any money because of that. And you'll notice the years over on the left. So that's that was one of their few recommendations, do several years out. And of course, this is more money than we get in a year, so. Most of it on there is stuff we're gonna have to save up for, but it's, the furnace AC, I mean, that's
Okay, so this is notated as negative by the parentheses?
Right,
Okay.
yep. So, and then the last page, which was, and then as they said, it's clearly yes, the first 2025 is actual money that we got, 26 is estimated, so it's 27, 28, which we don't know. It's just a guess. Plus, also, to make things more confusing, back on this summary, page 1 of the big things that is gonna affect us is that the lit money is, as at the 26, no longer going to be coming to us. It's going to be going to the county council, and we can ask the county council for it. It's up to them whether they give it to us or not. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Every other
So-
trustee is nervous.
If they're gonna take
The lit,
yeah, how much, what's the rate on that right now? Do we know, the lit that we were getting?
it's about a third to half of my budget. Yeah, that's why I've been in a bit of a panic, and I've been, and everybody's kind of like that way. It's like, you know, right now, the council says they're not gonna take it, but
This is effective January 21st, is what happened?
Right.
Or January 1st.
and it's always new ones elected, and, yeah,
That starts in 2028,
26,
26.
yeah. Not,
Oh.
not this coming year, the year after that. Oh, yeah, because we always budget a year ahead, so, yes, in 28.
Budget year 28.
Yeah, but it's done at the, we get no more of that money at the end of 27, 28 is when it directly goes to
Yep.
council, county council.
Cause I know their last meeting, they were deciding whether to take money from us or to raise the income tax.
Yeah. I think they created a,
Yeah.
911 tax, or that's
Yeah,
what
they
call it.
approved another income tax,
Yeah.
which puts us as one of the highest in the state.
Yeah. We're also dealing with the, frozen, that's frozen, our levies are frozen, it's like, okay. I'm learning a lot, it's just like, the money is just crazy, it's like, okay. But, yeah, so that's why I'm nervous, John Garrison, the fire chief, has been talking to Camden about forming a fire territory. Which, first I was like, I like that we're independent, but he has assured me, and what little I've talked to them, because I don't want because we are so far out, you're further out than I am. I don't want to have to wait on somebody to get to a fire department and then get to my house. I don't want what we have to be moved further away. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that's not what a territory does, so, I don't know.
Does that mean we would have a full-time fire? Or it'd still be volunteer?
It would be, as I understand, and I wish he was here, I thought he was coming tonight. to
He usually
explain.
does.
Yeah,
Budget
he,
meeting.
yeah, as I understand, it, that's what they would like to work to, at least have a person.
One at
Yeah,
least.
yeah,
And he's talking about combining with boroughs,
Camden.
Camden.
Mm-hmm. Which, as I understand, we already share a lot of the same volunteers anyway,
Probably do, pretty close.
yeah. And that would, and to be honest, they have more equipment than we do, so that would, we would share their equipment.
Yeah, cause if they combine everything down there, it'd definitely be a lot farther to our houses.
Right, and that was my big thing, is like, I don't want a fire department further from our houses, and he says, no, he says, it would stay, but we would keep stuff here in Rockville. I'm like, okay, that's, for me, the main thing.
Be nice for me if Burroughs was the one that answered the call.
Yeah.
They're closer.
I think they all pretty much come together. From what I understand, it mostly would improve our equipment. So,
Updated.
yes. Yeah. Just so you know, they've been talking, I think they're gonna have some meetings for public input. So just so you know, that's part of that, because I'm scared about our income.
So, and this is, 40 cents per 100, that's for your, property taxes. I wonder what it is now.
But it can't go over 40. They put a cap on it.
You don't happen to know where we're at now?
I do not know. But, okay, so, where did my information go back to? Oh, I should have officially opened the capital improvement meeting. It's open since we've been talking about it. So here is a resolution to create the Township Roads and Infrastructure Fund that the new Indiana Code requires of us. So, all those in favor of creating a new fund, signify by signing aye. If you're opposed, sign nay.
But we don't have a choice.
Exactly. Unfortunately, they say we have to,
Sign or print?
so. Whichever, just on the left side, if you're in favor of it. And do you guys have any more questions about the capital improvement plan?
No,
No?
I'm gonna look through it at home.
Yep, it's for you to take. It's mostly an automated Excel worksheet that they sent to us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only thing on the first page, the only thing numbers I put in for the, I didn't do numbers, just our township name and date. And then I filled out information, top line on the next two pages, the rainy day and the general. But then all the other numbers on those pages come from calculations made on pages 4 and 5. According to what the state says needs to happen.
So an estimated 8,587 would go, like, it's an estimated.
That's-
No,
That's a negative
that's a
number.
negative, so we don't have to transfer it. If it was a
Okay.
positive number, we have to transfer it.
Okay.
But because we have enough expenses on
That
our,
it comes out negative.
yeah, it comes out
that time.
negative, yeah.
Okay.
So, and then here is a resolution to adopt a capital improvement plan, and it's, from what I understand, each year we'll look at this, so anything that we don't get done in the next year, we'll see it again on next year's capital improvement plan.
Want a copy?
Thank you, guys. That makes me feel so much, because if we did not have our capital improvement plan adopted by September 30th, we would not get our property taxes next year. So it's like, yikes, okay.
Yeah, that's close.
Yes, well, and they gave it to us a month ago. It's
Yeah.
like,
You've got, less than 3 hours.
yes, no, tomorrow's okay, tomorrow's
Four
okay too,
hours.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we will close the capital improvement meeting and open budget hearing meeting. Just gave you budget, it's a little lower than last year. Do you have any, it's a little lower, not a whole lot of changes though, any questions? I did change, just so you know, the volunteer fire department, because, okay, how about this one? When money comes in, and I don't completely understand all this, I'll be truthfully, the state and county tell us what funds it goes to. And we have been paying $26,000 to the fire, and only $20,000 has been going into the fire fund. And so I told her, the gal that, from the DLGF that I meet with, I said, this is not sustainable. She says, exactly. She says, what you need to do is, instead of taking it all from the fire fund, she said, general fund can be used for anything. She said, put part of it in the general fund, since that's where more of the money is going to. She said, and I'm like, okay, I understand that. So that's why you'll see basically what, we're $6,000 less in the fire fund, and it got moved over to the general fund, just because that way the fire fund doesn't go, they'll be out.
Probably shouldn't record this, but, if John actually needs more money, we can just give him money from the general fund, right? Or
Yes,
no?
yes, and that's later on, there's because he's got radios, he asked me, he says, and he's learning too, he said, I really need radios, and I said, okay.
I think he asked that
Last
year.
Yes, now his radio's a year older, and he gotten a couple quotes for me, and he found some radios, and they're used, but he said they're good, and, so that's why in a little bit, I've got a, additional appropriation for you guys to approve, and that's what that is for. Some of that's coming out of the general fund, no, fire fund, and the rainy day fund for radios.
So he doesn't automatically get that whole fire fund to spend.
No, because, I learned a lot, because Rockfield is incorporated, our fire department is incorporated, so basically he has, it's kinda like the people that have territories as well. So basically, he gets that, he has to pay the insurance, he pays everything, we give him the money that we contract with him, basically. And he's the one that has to divvy it up for all the things, and then he gives me back the expense report, and he's not making any money off of it.
I know, it might have been the year before last, he asked for more money, like, he wanted 30-something thousand.
Yeah. Which, compared to what a lot of the other townships that we're not paying in, but most of the other townships are paying. So it's like, okay. But if they do that fire territory, then that burden would come off of us, and it would go onto that territory instead, so, which is basically
We would have no part of that then.
the territory.
How would that be funded?
It, by a, it's a tax, it's that 40 cents tax. We would have, and if we do that, maybe you're volunteering, they would have a board, that oversight board. And they meet, I think they usually meet monthly, but I'm not positive about that. So yes, they have an oversight board, and they cannot contain firemen, because they are the ones that decide to hire fire chiefs, things like that.
So we don't have that now, huh?
No,
So if they start that fire territory, my wife's texting me because my air conditioner's out, and she's trying to find a capacitor that I can go pick up real quick, but, now I lost my train of thought.
you said if they form that,
If they form that, then, there'll be no money coming to us for the fire. It'll go straight to them, the fire territory.
I believe that's correct.
So you wouldn't have to
Right.
include that in your budget
Right,
at all.
right. I would no longer pay them. which, with my fears of my receipts being drastically reduced, that delays those fears.
At least there's funding.
Yeah.
I'm, as you know, right now they say they're not going to, but
Well, I don't trust the county council at all. And I'm sure if there's an opportunity for them to get a hold of our money, they're gonna do it. They'll figure out some way. I'm really not happy about the new income tax either, you know. Cause I've paid thousands in Carroll County income tax last year. I can look up how much I paid this so far this year, but it's quite a bit.
I was at a training last week, and this is kind of exciting. It was interesting, because it was an audit training session, but anyway, they got to talking about the property tax reform, that the bills that were passed by the state government. And they showed a graph, and basically they said, right now, property tax, like, our property taxes are here. Well, they have it set so that it's gonna go like this, but part of that calculation, cannot remember what this was called, this calculation is gonna go like this. So, they're gonna be saying, oh yeah, well, we lowered your property taxes, which technically it's going to,
Yeah.
but, and I wish this other thing, yeah, they're still gonna get it, so I'm like, but that was, besides that, that stuck with me last week, I'm like,
Carroll's gone nuts on their property taxes. Unbelievable.
you know. So anybody have any more questions about the budget? I mean, that's, like I said, it's really not a whole lot different than last year. Some things went up a little bit, like insurance, but that's things have gone up a little bit. Public, do you have any comments?
Quiet public.
How much is our budget in just local income tax? Is it the whole thing? Is it?
No, the local income tax is, that's what we may lose. I was trying, that was one thing, it's at least a third of our budget
Okay, so when I look at this, it's a third of
Yes.
that we may
of our
not get.
receipts, right?
Okay,
We'll still get it next year.
yeah, but then come, I understand that, yes.
That's the whole thing too, it's like, it's all
So what the
steps.
expectation is, I guess what the expectation that the council does not give us, then we're just working on 2/3 of what we have.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Oh, believe me, it's been very depressing and frustrating. We had an ITA meeting, Indiana Township Association, and the theme of the training was weathering the storm, and it's like, it's been a very depressing, it's like, yeah. Okay. If you guys don't have anything, Joe, do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. Okay, we will close the budget hearing and open our regular meeting. We have all business. Sorry, it took me forever to get to you, but do you have minutes?
Yes, I do. All right. The advisory board of Appropriations Township met 30th of January 2025, so meeting at Township Community Center. Kathy Singh called the meeting to order, Amanda Leonard read the minutes, and Josie Green, motion to accept, Larry Lewis second. Old business, Molden Community Center was looked at, conduct, dehumidifier was recommended for dampness. Trustee went over a drop-off use for financials and being Joe for internal controls. New business, elect officers, Josie Green nominates himself as chairman, Larry Leach seconds, Amanda salaries of township officers and employees. Amanda motions to accept, Joe seconds, Joe motions to adjourn, Larry seconds. That's it.
A motion to accept the minutes is read. I don't know if you can or not.
I'll
I don't think I
second.
can, okay. All in favor? Aye. And to answer two of those things that you had in there, the video, yes, I do check, they're working fine.
Yes.
And the siren, before I checked, evidently that's a county thing instead of me.
Oh,
I know, I'm like, okay,
I know I cannot hear this siren.
yeah, I don't either.
I hear either climbers or, I don't think it's burros, I think I hear climbers.
Really?
Yeah, or somewhere, because it's to the north and east of me.
Huh.
But I can't hear this siren at all.
I was in town one day when it went off, and it's like, yeah, that's not real loud. I may reach out to them.
So it was a county issue? Okay.
John had talked about that siren before
Yeah.
in the meeting.
And he
Yeah.
said it was working, just not very well. And he said the newer ones, which that's why it costs $30,000 or $50,000, are very, 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 very good. So, I mean, I can hear it from my house, but I'm right here.
You should. You should hear it. from
But,
them.
yes, it's in the, anything can happen.
Yeah.
You know, it only takes that few seconds. So.
Okay, this is Senate Bill 1.
What about the trees? Did you find anything about the, cause you said there was trees specifically for some of the veterans, stones that were going on. Did we hear anything about that or?
No, I've
Nothing?
not,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
nothing
okay.
yet, Yeah, that was, I got distracted with all the legislation.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like, sure,
yes,
It's,
okay.
it sucked up a whole lot of time.
No, I understand completely. Do we need to sign?
Oh,
Unfortunately, he's not here. Is he doing okay?
I think so. Do I sign, since he's up there?
No, that's
It's
other,
agendas, okay.
it just,
Just leave it? Okay,
Yeah.
since he's not here. Okay.
unless you have power of attorney or something
Nope.
for Terry.
Nope, don't need that, so. Okay, and then here are the additional appropriations that I was talking about, because, I talked with John, who found radios that he feels, they're used, but he feels confident in. So, I'm asking for additional appropriations out of the rainy day fund and also out of the fire fund, because there is, the fire fund does have some excess that we can use for that. So, this is just that, and then the second page is where you vote yes or no on the additional appropriation.
And we're taking it out of the rainy day fund?
Yeah, the rainy day fund, and that was, I appreciate our neighboring trustees, cause it's been a conference all year long. As they said, with this new 30%
Yeah.
taken out, they said that kind of eliminates the need for a rainy day fund, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah. So technically, we have nothing, what do we have in there now?
That leaves just $3.
Oh, we literally have three, okay, so
Yes.
we're taking $3 out.
No,
And
leaving
we
$3 in, taking the rest out for his
Oh, okay.
radios, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Does it show how much we're taking out specific, okay. I'm looking over here, I'm like, we don't have any rainy day funds to give.
Well, that's because I knew I was asking you guys
Yes,
for this,
okay,
so.
okay, I see what we're saying.
about is I created a website for the township. Funny thing is, the state of Indiana will pay for it for free. We get it for free, and I'm like, and it is with the in.gov, so it's an official. So here it is, if you do QR codes, it's got a QR code, or it's also got the actual website up at the top.
Let's open this up and see.
I had to test it.
He did, he's tested it out for me. And I put the notice about our meetings on there, because they're all about the open door, so it's like, I put the notices there.
Video gonna be on
Mhm. Her minutes are gonna be on there. I put a thing on there, so if people are interested in writing this, they can contact us through there.
And they also, rent the community
Yep,
center.
yep, yep. It's
there.
got
Oh, yeah, they can
the,
put the center on there?
mhm. It's got information about the cemeteries.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, question.
Sure.
If my notes are going on here, can I start typing my notes? Or do you want me to continue the handwriting the notes? Cause we still have to sign them. I mean, I can still do this and then take the picture and upload it.
What's your preference?
I mean, if I can type it, I would, but.
And that's okay.
Yes,
I-
I don't want to take away from the old ways either. I want us to.
I think I asked somebody, and I think it's okay to be digital, but let me double check
Yeah.
before we do that. But I'm pretty sure the answer to that is yes, it's okay, but I will double check.
I mean, cause I have okay handwriting, I mean,
You do.
it's me, but, I mean, it's nothing like.
You're the generation.
I would love to have beautiful,
That looks like a
cursive handwriting.
Font.
I think it was Sandra, right?
Sandra Brown.
Yeah,
Yep.
she did such an amazing job, so jealous. But, yes, so.
But that's a lot of writing.
I mean, I really took my time, I could do cursive.
And then my last thing I want you guys' opinion is, we rent this building for a while. What do you think about raising the rental fee? We've been charging $75.
Where does the rental fee go?
It goes back to this
Yes.
building to
Just trying to
pay
think
for utilities, insurance. I mean, the rental fees don't cover it, but
Yeah.
we get money from, we get money for it.
How is that compared to the rest of the buildings in the county that's rented out?
I,
Opera house room half this size would be $200.
no, it was more than that.
The small rooms.
The small room was, yeah, $200. We rented the Delphi Community Building for 4 hours. It was $175.
And that's the Boy Scout building
No,
all the
no,
way back?
No, there by the railroad tracks. It's a newer building. It's only like 3
Senior
floors.
center?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a little small, I mean, that's probably as big.
Oh, it's
maybe a
small,
little
it's
smaller,
smaller,
but
it's
okay.
smaller. It goes probably to the restrooms.
Okay,
The restrooms in that way are extra. You think, don't you think?
I'd say it's three-quarters the size of this.
Yeah. And it's beautiful, it's new, but that's what they charge for just 4 hours. We're pretty much a day rental.
yes, which is very nice.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I know when we get closer to cities, it's very, very expensive for an hour or two.
Yes.
$300-400. Granted, that's in a very populated area.
Right.
We are not.
And I know Buck Creek, which is about comparable to Rockville, they're 150. I don't know if that's hours or a whole day, but this is told me that recently too. I do know Burroughs, theirs is more just a small room, but they give a cheaper rate to township residents than to other people.
Oh, okay,
Which I'm like,
okay.
Their building isn't anything like this.
Oh, no, it's
Close to
small,
this.
it's small.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
don't
small.
think it has kitchen facilities or anything, does it?
It must back in the firehouse part of it. It does not in the, what I would call
I
the.
think I've been in there twice, cause, we had the early voting there, or had the voting there a couple of years.
Mhm.
And that's the only time I've been there.
They have good chili sellers too. what's your thoughts?
Well, I just wondering I don't know what all buildings are rentable in the county. I didn't know Flora, their community center there was available, or
They have that at the park, that little.
pavilion.
Well, it's an actual building
Oh,
rather
yeah.
than the pavilion, but it's a small, and
Up
it
by
has a
the,
kitchen.
up by the stone arch.
Yes, it's up by, because we went to a birthday party last summer there, and I didn't even realize that building was available, but I'm not sure how much they rented that for. But it was tiny.
Yeah.
You know, it had enough for like it was half of this or a third, you know, like, yeah. But it did have like a little tiny kitchen you can go into. It's small, it's like
Right.
a galley kitchen where you walk through from one end to the other, and you got, and then, I mean, we were outside playing at the park anyways, but I can't remember what they said. But yes, then they have the pavilions too, that they rent.
I would say we could raise it. I mean, it's pretty cheap, $75 for basically all day long.
Yes, I'm fine with $100.
Okay.
I just hate upping our rental and then finding out most of that money is just,
No,
There you
the,
go.
no, the money goes back to the building,
Okay.
it goes in the
okay,
rec
so this
fund,
money does
so.
not go.
No, because
That's all I
Not a
can think
cash
of.
to the trustee.
Uh-huh.
No, that's why, Joe, I have some,
Sorry.
stuff for you to look at to take home and look at too, so.
Yes.
For my
No,
internal controls, it's like,
Yeah.
you're keeping me straight, so.
I
Well, I just take a cut.
Joe, we are being recorded.
Better cut that
Right
out.
out of the meeting notes.
He's kidding.
You're comedian too.
Okay, then I will go ahead and raise it to 100, just because it's close to recovering some of the
Well, I
expenses.
imagine most people rent it or township.
A lot of, like I told you, I'm just shocked how often it's rented. I'm shocked. Last weekend we had it around Saturday and Sunday, and this is September. I mean, it's like, and then we pick up again through the holidays. It's crazy how much it's rented.
I drive by all the time, tons of cars.
Yep.
Jane's like, oh, my friends are playing. I'm like, no, they're not. You don't know those people. Keep on walking.
Yeah.
That's supposed to make friends.
He does, but I was like, I don't want us just to barge into somebody. It's one thing if we lived across the road.
Right.
And he snuck over here. I was like, oh, I didn't see it. It's another like.
Coming across the bridge.
Not driving them up here to come to the park. I think that's fair with everything going up, and I feel like $100 is a reasonable price.
Especially since
For
it's
the
a
whole,
day.
yes, and you get the outside facilities, and lots of areas.
Lots of
so
kitchens.
yes, and the tables and chairs. There's
Yeah.
places where you have to pay additional for tables and chairs to rent their
Really?
tables. And you get the building, but then you gotta pay more for their tables and chairs. And then you have to pay more if you want food in the, oh yeah, they have nickel and dime now. I was like, oh, I'm so glad I'm not down in India. Everything's a cost.
Right, so, okay, do we have anything else that you can think of?
Nope.
Okay.
No?
Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion to adjourn.
And I will second.
All in favor?
Uh,
Opposed? Awesome.